We're rolling.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Mega Strange Mailbag Edition. It's your Tuesday tradition, and we are your hosts, Johnny and Derek.
What's good?
And, well, if you tuned into our last episode, you may remember we recorded it in front of a large, boneheaded mistake. Amateur hour, take 2. You may remember we recorded it in front of a live digital audience. Well, we're doing that again today. What's up, everybody in the chat? Thanks for joining us. This is the end of Mega 64 MLK week.
Yes.
A week-long stream, extremaganza. I don't know. I just made that word up.
Streamaganza, dude.
Extremaganza.
You should TM that.
That's all mine. Well, now that we've introduced our friends for today, let's get into it. We have a couple mailbag stories that were shared with us from our Mega Strange viewers. Some of them are very creepy. I'm really excited for the stories we have today.
Yeah, this week we went fucking international.
Yeah.
Yeah, I screened them. Sorry. I gave out the illusion.
It's
anyway.
Okay. Well, before we get into it, I just want to remind everybody that if you have a paranormal encounter or something freaky that has happened to you that you feel comfortable sharing with the rest of the world, give us a call and leave us a message on our mailbag. The number is in the information.
And on the screen. Not for the live audience, but in the YouTube version.
Okay, I was like, you're going to put it on the screen right now?
When I edit it, yeah.
Yeah, and, tell us what happened to you. Try to keep it short, and we would be happy to share your story and comment on it and give you our expert opinion on what's really going on.
I'm going to add something right now. You can dismiss it if you want, but I would say if you have a question, you could just call in and ask a question too. I think that would be fun, right? What do you think?
You can ask a question, but I may not have the answer.
Okay.
I would much rather hear about... Here's how I consider the mailbag, and we'll pause. I consider our viewers out there, not all of them, but some of them are on the same level as we are.
Yeah.
They are into this stuff. They're researching it. They're going out into the fields, or they are just in areas where this activity is taking place because we can't be everywhere all at once. So in a way, I feel like the people calling into the mailbag are sort of like the Mega Strange field correspondents.
Oh, shit.
So you can call in to the home base and ask us questions, but really we want to get the reports about what's happening out there in the field. So we can take the information and share it, broadcast it out to everybody tuning in because they want to know this stuff.
Sure.
That's how I feel about it.
Yeah. No, I feel the same way.
So nothing is off limits, but just want to let you be clear what we're trying to do here.
Yeah. I just figured, for some days when we're a little light on calls, maybe we have a couple questions, but
yeah,
I agree. I would like to keep it to the cool stories.
Well,
I haven't had a coffee today, guys. I'm running on empty.
Johnny's running on 50 calories.
I'm running on 50 calories of, I don't even know what the fuck I ate.
Yeah, so, that's why you pointed out that there's no calories in that thing you're drinking.
Yeah.
You're like, I thought I'd get some sustenance off this, but no.
Nope.
You're going to start hallucinating any second, and it's going to be kicking in right when the scary parts of these calls do. So I think it's time. Let's get to it.
Let's do it.
The Mega Strange mailbag.
Hey, my name is August, a huge internet soldier, and I've got a ghost story for y'all.
Okay.
So when I was 12, my family moved to California, Northern California, to Placerville, which was like an old westy gold rush town. And we lived in this apartment for a while. And one night I was sitting by myself in the apartment, watching a movie, and I looked like across the room in the living room, and there was a brown see-through, like cloudy orb just floating across the room. And it floated across maybe half of the room before I got too scared and just ran into the other room and told my mom. And then when we came back, there was nothing. The orb, so it was like an ovular shape, and it kind of looked like it had a nose. So I think it was like a head of something. And I know Placerville has had a really sordid history, like they call it Hangtown. So I don't know. I've always been spooked by that. It's the only ghost sighting I've ever had, and it made me believe in ghosts. So hope that was mega strange enough for y'all.
Yeah, that was great.
Hey, August.
Orville's pretty funny.
Thank you. I'm just gonna say, having a live chat.
Yeah, they were cracking me
this
up.
call,
They kept
this was
saying
hilarious.
shit orb.
Yeah, somebody put shit cloud. This is great. Usually, I would just give my opinion on what
Yeah.
this is, but it would never occur to me that it could just be a shit cloud.
Dude, the idea of like a fucking like perfect sphere with just a nose
Yeah.
like floating, that really terrifies me.
Also, this takes place in an old West town, supposedly, a place called Hangville. They must have hanged a lot of criminals there. I don't know. I hope that this is somehow an old West cowboy or maybe a showgirl. We went to Tombstone, Arizona while we were on tour, and we went to the one building that is still standing from the original town.
Yeah.
Which was the Birdcage Theater. And apparently there's
awesome.
like 200 authentic bullet holes still in the walls, floors, and ceiling of the place, which we saw a ton of them.
Yeah, the guy who was like running it knew each gun too, like based on the hole. He was like, "That's a blank caliber. That's something. That's a shotgun."
Yeah.
I was like, "Damn."
I was
People got real mad during these card games and just fucking shot at the ceiling.
They were shooting like crazy. When I was in that building, I was definitely taking it all in because I love cowboy movies. I love the movie Tombstone. I was just in awe to be there. And when they tell you it's the most haunted building in Tombstone, it's been here for like 200 years. It survived a fire. People have been killed here.
Yeah.
All kinds of famous events have happened here. There's just an energy to it. And I actually like to hang back in a room like that and let everybody else leave and just be alone in there and just kind of be in the stillness. And I would love for a shit cloud to float by. Are you kidding me?
Shit cloud.
A brown orb with a nose? Could be Wyatt Earp. It'd be awesome. I don't know. And
The
also,
nose of Wyatt Earp.
the last thing I'll say about that story, of course, you're 6 years old when that happens. And of course, you go tell your mom. And of course, when you come back, the orb is gone. And your mom just goes like, yeah, oh no, I believe you. I believe you. But in the back of your mind, you think my mom doesn't believe me. She never will. This sucks.
There's always these theories that I've heard where it's like maybe kids are more in tune to seeing paranormal stuff.
They're closer to the other side.
Yeah, because their brains aren't used to filtering out all the shit that our brains filter out. And over time, we get just, told what's normal.
Yeah.
And our brains just slowly filter it out.
I've heard that theory too.
Yeah, I've always loved that.
Like a horse with blinders on.
Some people think that like dogs and cats can also see ghosts.
Yeah. We should invent a machine to talk to dogs so that they could be like the ghost translators.
Yeah. The ghost translator.
I'm just
Ghost
spitballing
dog.
here.
Isn't that a movie by Jim Jarmusch?
Let's get to our next call.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that like a samurai movie? Okay. Call number 2.
I think it stars Forrest Whitaker. All right. Thanks, Dropbox. All right. Here's the next call.
Dudes, your hotline message rules.
Thank you.
My name is
Thanks.
Benjamin. I'm a big fan, long-time listener, first-time caller. I just wanted to share with you some cool occult creepies. I used to dabble in making my own Ouija boards, and I would carve them out of wood. My girlfriend and I would bless them and all these things. I think that attracted some darkness into my life, and there was one time in Los Angeles when I was walking home after work at about 2 a.m., and I walked past an alleyway, and I saw a young girl dressed in white, and she looked like she needed help in an alleyway. And so, of course, young girl in the middle of the night, I wanted to make sure everything was okay. So I walked down this alley, and she disappeared. I was a little bit freaked out. Obviously, chills ran through my spine, so I just went home, and then I saw 3 blocks away the same girl in a white dress standing and staring at me. And then I started going home, and she kept following me. So I started running home and locked the door immediately. That was my encounter with a poltergeist. All right, peace, guys. Thanks for doing what you do. Love you.
He said he loves us.
Benjamin, thank you for your call. I think you have what is potentially a blockbuster Hollywood horror film
Oh.
on your hands. Your life story. That's some scary shit. Making homemade Ouija boards with his girlfriend, blessing them, which he
What
didn't
does that
go,
even mean?
he didn't go too
No.
much into blessing them, but it sounds like some dark satanic
Yeah,
shit.
I don't like that.
Going through all that. And then you start seeing this ghost girl following you. It's very Faustian. That's what I'm reminded of. Going down the road and seeing Faust or the devil or, you know, a demon
Yeah.
who wants to contact you waiting at a crossroads, and you walk away and you turn a corner and sitting there at the next crossroads, peacefully waiting, the same entity over and over.
Yeah. Also, the image is classic horror trope of the young girl in a white dress. Some of the chat saying Grudge, you know, like classic horror shit.
Yeah. I want to follow up, Benjamin. If you're watching, can you call us up? Was there anything else with that story? Did you continue to make homemade Ouija boards? Did you try to contact the girl with your Ouija board?
Yeah.
You said like the Ouija board is somehow connected to the girl, but what made you think that other than just coincidence?
Can you bless another Ouija board and like
send it to us in our PO box?
No,
We really appreciate it.
No, bless one and like, can we like replicate what happened here?
Yeah.
Can we see this girl?
Please,
Yeah.
nobody send any Ouija boards to us in our PO box.
I will close out the game and break it over my knee. Was that what Garrett said that he did?
Closed it out, broke it, and burnt it.
That's what I'm gonna do.
All right, we have one more call.
Yes, this one is pretty wild.
Let's preface this one before we get into it. You may not have known, but Mega Strange is international, and this next call comes from a fan all the way from. Well, I don't know where they're from.
Yeah, I don't
but
know
they
either.
claim to originally be from China.
Yeah.
This is a great story, so let's get into it.
Okay, so there was a very popular haunted tourist attraction in Beijing. It's an abandoned hospital for like 20 years ago. And the strange thing is there was at least 3 bodies exposed in the hospital. Imagine that. Imagine you go into a haunting attraction and see 3 exposed bodies there. And 3 years ago, there was a group of live streamers going there for some reason at night. They found 2 bodies, and there's one child body was missing, and that was so weird, you know. And go check it out. Maybe you can't find anything in the YouTube, but if you search Bilibili and search abandoned hospital in Beijing, and you'll probably find those disgusting video about the 3 exposed body. Go check it out. Bye.
Cool. Thank you.
Nice. Thanks for your call. Okay, so if you missed what that recording was about, this story goes that in Beijing, there's a haunted tourist attraction, which is an abandoned hospital, which has been abandoned for 20 years. And supposedly, people have gone into this abandoned hospital and found dead bodies in there.
Yeah.
According to our caller, he said that there was a group of YouTube live streamers who went into this hospital and live streamed themselves finding, if I heard him correctly, 2 dead bodies and the dead carcass of a cow, a eviscerated cow.
Yeah. Eat your heart out, fucking
man.
Logan Paul.
Sounds like vampires to me. Beijing vampires.
Yeah. That's the thing, right? Those dudes that jump.
We did find
Those are
some
Chinese vampires, right?
traditional Chinese vampires from folklore. Yes. But we didn't really talk about them on the last episode.
Yeah.
Either way, that's pretty spooky. That's definitely strange. I don't know if I'm going to watch those YouTube videos, but it absolutely sounds like something Johnny would be into. You're all about butt bungees and people dying on camera and live streaming the discovery of a couple corpses. Yeah, that's your thing, you know.
Okay. Yeah. No. Next week I'll show up.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I just know
I'll
that
prepare them.
you can watch it and describe it to me.
Okay. I'll do that.
Would you really do that?
I couldn't really hear what they said to Google, but
Oh, if you're interested, I will repeat it here. I printed out a transcript. They said if you search haunted hospital in Beijing, you'll probably find those disgusting videos about, the 3 exposed bodies. Go check it out. Bye.
all right, I'll do that right now.
Well, while you do that, I'm going to say that's it for today's mailbag episode. Thanks, everybody, for calling us up and leaving your amazing stories. If you want to call us up and share your story, hit us up on our mailbag number. It's in the info and apparently on screen. As always, you can follow us on Instagram at Make a Strange Podcast. You can follow us individually. I am Derek Acosta only.
I'm Catboy_Slim.
Yes, and we'll be back every Tuesday and Saturday with new episodes of the Make a Strange Podcast. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.